Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel Dio Relation Tales. You could boldly italicize, underline, and use a giant capital C to describe me as clueless. Not because I don't care, but because I had no clue that my own wife, my partner in life, was about to test me in a way I wouldn't have dreamed of. My name's Jake, and I'm 23. My wife, let's call her Amy, is 22. We've been married for just over 3 months. A new life, a small apartment, and a mountain of hopes. But underneath it all, a quiet pressure. Something I didn't realize was building. Amy is still in college, having started a bit later than usual. She works part-time at a local coffee shop on weekends and summers. I didn't go to college. Instead, I hit the workforce early and built my way up. Recently, I got promoted, moved from union work to management. A big step. The kind of thing you celebrate. The kind of thing Amy and I used to talk about late at night when dreaming about our future home and kids. She was proud of me. Or so I thought. When I got the email that I'd have to attend a week-long leadership training at company HQ, she reacted weirdly. Not angry, just attached. She said she'd missed me a lot, then asked if she could come along. It wasn't a romantic getaway. This was training. Long hours, stiff suits, name tags, and icebreakers. Besides, we were budgeting hard. I had carefully planned every expense, rent, groceries, bills. Every cent mattered. Amy's flight, extra meals, the hotel upgrade, it just didn't fit. I explained it all, even suggested a workaround. She could drive, and the company would cover mileage. It was a 1,200-mile trip. Not fun, but possible. She said no. She wanted to fly. That's when something shifted. She pouted, got quiet, then forced a smile and kissed me goodbye the morning I left. She insisted I call her often, and I promised I would. I thought that was it. I had no idea what was waiting for me on the other end of the flight. Monday and Tuesday went by fast. Training was rigorous but rewarding. I met other managers, shared ideas, even started thinking about how I'd apply some of this back home. Each night I called Amy like I promised. She seemed okay. Maybe a little distant, but I figured she just missed me. Then came Wednesday morning. I was almost done with the hotel's complimentary breakfast when a woman approached my table. Blonde, late 20s, probably 3 or 4 years older than me. Attractive, though I didn't think much of it. She asked if she could sit down. All the other tables were taken. I didn't see any harm, so I nodded. We barely spoke. I was finishing my eggs while she scrolled through her phone. It was quiet, harmless. "You're leaving already?" she asked with a smirk when I stood up. "Gotta get to work," I replied politely. She smiled, nodded, and I left. But Thursday? That's when the weird started to feel too weird. Same woman, same hotel breakfast. But this time there were empty tables. Before I could even say no, she sat down. "You left yesterday before I could ask your name," she said casually, setting her coffee down. I forced a polite smile. My wedding ring was clearly visible, and I had no intention of entertaining conversation. I told her I had to run and left. The whole walk back to my room, I couldn't shake the feeling. I debated calling Amy to mention it, but what would I even say? That afternoon, I returned to the hotel earlier than usual. Training had wrapped up a bit ahead of schedule. I stepped into the elevator, pressed the button for the 4th floor, and just as the doors began to close, a hand stopped them. It was her. "Look who it is," she said, stepping in with that same unsettling grin. "I still don't know your name." I didn't respond. "Would you like to get to know me better over a drink?" she asked, her tone flirty, her posture relaxed. She wasn't being subtle. Her makeup was subtle but effective. Her perfume was noticeable. She was dressed nicer than earlier. Her appearance was intentional. The elevator dinged. My floor. "I'm sorry," I said, "but I'm married." I held up my ring. She blinked, surprised, maybe pretending to be. I didn't wait for her response. I walked fast to my room, not looking back. My hands shook as I slid the keycard. Inside, I called Amy. I told her everything. She was quiet for a moment, then asked, "Is she prettier than me?" I laughed bitterly. Does that matter? She didn't answer. I reassured her that nothing happened, that I didn't want anything to happen. I told her I'd be more careful and maybe avoid the hotel breakfast. I expected anger, maybe a little jealousy. I didn't expect her to sound calm. Friday morning, I got up earlier than usual and skipped the hotel breakfast. I headed straight to the company cafeteria. I was halfway through pouring my coffee when I heard it. It would have been nice to have someone to talk to last night. I looked up, her again. "I'm sorry if I came across too strong," she said sweetly. "I've just been here alone all week. Thought we could keep each other company." I stared at her. "Look," I said, trying to sound firm but not unkind. "I'm married. I'm not interested in spending time with other women. Please leave me alone." Her smile faltered just for a second. Then she nodded. "Okay, no hard feelings." I walked away, my heart pounding. Flattered, maybe, but mostly disturbed. Why was this still happening? That night I went to a sports bar a block from the hotel. My training was done. I just wanted a steak, a cold beer, and a quiet night watching baseball. I skipped lunch and dinner just to enjoy this one meal. I took a seat at the bar, ordered my food, and stared at the game playing above. That's when I heard it. "That looks good. Can I have a bite?" I turned. My stomach dropped. It was her, dressed up this time. Short dress, stockings, heels. She had made an effort. Her eyes locked on mine as she slowly took the seat beside me. "How was your day?" she asked, leaning in just enough. I didn't answer. I turned back to the game. "Please," I said. "I don't want to talk." "Just one drink," she pleaded. "I promise I won't bite." She reached out to touch my arm. I pulled away. "No," I said. "I've told you already. Leave me alone." She smiled, then stood. "It's Susan, by the way, in case you change your mind." She walked off. I didn't touch my food after that.